This is the Chrissy Swan Show.
I just love that song has got a new lease on life for no apparent reason.
And have you been paying Scott, our head of music, to put it in our show every day?
It's on every day.
Always play it.
I love it so much. You're listening to the
Chrissy's Clickbait.
You're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova. I've got to say that at the top of every break, Jack.
People know you now, mate. You don't worry.
I've got to say it. It's contractual. I tell you who doesn't care about contracts or bloody anything else is Chapel Roan.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it. I've never read more words spoken by a young woman that does not care what you think.
It's really good that she's setting that precedent early in her career.
Oh my God, but it's her.
Yeah, it is.
How did she get that way?
I think I shouldn't say early in her career because she's had a career for a long time, but I reckon there's a bit of she's annoyed at the world that everyone's only discovered her now. I get a little bit of that energy, which I get, and I can feel why she feels that.
I can't see that.
She's even said that.
Yeah, no, but I can't see why. People find you when they find you.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I think she's annoyed by it.
Well, that's a little bit conceited because obviously Good Luck Babe and what's her album, Red Wine Supernova?
Mm-hmm.
I listened to that the other day.
Is it good? I haven't listened to it all.
It's very, very good.
Okay.
But, sorry, Chapel, but what happens is when you start, you're not as good as when you are 3 or 4 or 5 albums in.
Totally.
Unless it's rare, there's all those one-hit wonders. She's earned it.
Totally.
And she's honed her craft, and now everybody loves it because she's a genius, and that's what happens over time. What I love is that there is not one element of this woman that is a people pleaser.
Yeah.
And it's so rare to hear a woman that isn't just saying what she should say.
And in the music industry especially, that's when you have to be a yes girl.
Especially. So she's sat down with Rolling Stone. Even the photo shoot, she doesn't care to be pretty. She's got one googly eye out. She's got a big nose. She doesn't care to be pretty. She doesn't care to say what people want to hear. And she says that she turns down every brand deal that's going. And she goes, I'm not saying yes to any brand deals because does this fit in the world? No. Big clothing labels don't fit in this world. Also, F them. No amount of money is going to make me consider working with anyone.
Good on her.
It's so impressive. I just think she's so great.
I love her as well that she said that she caught up with her and Sabrina Carpenter caught up to discuss being thrown into the spotlight at the same time together. Yeah,
because obviously they've been working for years, but when fame happens like that so suddenly, so shocking. A friend of mine, sort of happened to me in Big Brother because on a Saturday night, nobody knew who I was, and anyway, it was unusual,
very similar,
very unusual situation. But my friend went through it too, and she was talking to her psychologist, and her psychologist said there's certain levels of trauma and categories of trauma, and instant fame is considered a trauma, a personal trauma that you go through.
Wow,
like grief or shock.
That's quite interesting that a psychologist actually says that because obviously I agree with that, but you wouldn't think it's a thing. No,
it made a lot of sense to my friend though. She's like, oh good, I'm not going crazy. But yes, they did catch up and that would have been a great conversation.
Wouldn't it?
Sabrina and Chappelle. Now, Beyonce has also appeared on the front cover of a super magazine, GQ. She looks juicy in the buzzies.
Doesn't she? It's a great photo.
It is. I'm sorry, but if you go like that, looks like Kim Kardashian when she had that platinum hair.
Oh, it does, Swanee.
Very, very similar. Same waist, same
Snatched.
hair. And she says something interesting about respecting and protecting the privacy of her family. She's like, one thing I've worked extremely hard on is making sure my kids can have as much normalcy and privacy as possible. No amount of money is worth my peace. Amen.
She's done that very well.
She really has. There's a photograph there of her and her other 2 babies. I've never even seen them.
We should probably send that to Pink.
The Chrissy Swan Show. The Chrissy Swan Show.
When Gaga kicks in on that song, I just get the biggest rush of dopamine.
Same, Swanee. I've decided I love the song, and I love Bruno Mars, but I wish it was just Gaga the whole
I
time.
want to hear her sing the whole song.
Chrissy's Clickbait.
Friendly reminder, you're listening to the Chrissy Swan Show on Nova, and Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are seconds away. Finally, we get to talk about all things Dave Grohl.
We've been waiting for 2 hours.
Put your documents down, stir your cup of coffee, because we've got to download this. If you've missed it, Dave Grohl, lead singer of the Foo Fighters, ex-member of Nirvana too.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
He has made a statement on social media that he has recently become a father to a baby daughter. Another one. He must only have female sperm because that's his fourth daughter in a row.
Yeah, wow.
Well, fourth that we know about.
True. Given this
So-
story.
It's scandalous, apparently. Says this child has been born outside of my marriage. I plan to be a loving and supportive parent to her. I love my wife and my children, and I'm doing everything I can to regain their trust and earn their forgiveness. I don't feel right about this.
Why? I don't either, but you tell me why.
I feel like, I don't like the grovelling. Do you know what? I liked George Michael, his reaction when he got caught doing something that society says is bad, which was, hanging out at a public toilet and, And instead of going, yes, you've caught me, I'm so bad, oh, I'm a terrible person, he turned around and he said, yeah, I did it. That's my community. That's what we do. And I feel like Dave Grohl's a rock and roll star.
I'm a rock star, baby.
Do you know what I mean? Of course, that wouldn't be the first. I mean, look, don't press charges or anything, but come on.
Yeah.
That's not the first.
Probably not. And given that he's made... What I found a bit gross was the idea that he had to take to Instagram, upload a tile with this apology and turn off the comments. I'm almost like, I don't think you needed to do that. Maybe there was reasons why. Maybe the woman was going to go public with it, or maybe his wife was like, you must publicly apologise. I get that. But if that weren't to happen, I don't think he needed to do this, Swanee. I think he could have dealt with this privately. He's not someone that really generates clickbait daily.
And I think that is exactly what's happened, that he's been held over a barrel, maybe for money or something.
Yeah.
We're going to go public, and he's beaten them to it.
It's just...
How shameful that situation occurs.
Also,
Isn't it their private life too?
him and his wife have been together since 2003. That
I
is a
know.
solid stint for a rock star.
They've been talking crap to each other for the same length of time that I've been talking crap to the good people of Australia.
They have, Swanee.
Yes.
That's wild.
I know.
Hey, that's us done. Ricky Lee, Tim and Joel are up next. We will be back at 2 o'clock tomorrow. It's Sweeping Statements Day, Swanee. Have you got one ready?
Oh, I'm going to think about it tonight,
Okay,
obviously.
great.
Now check this out.
The Chrissy Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.